So this is the Minnesota State Fair 2024. This is the biggest state fair in the country, and in my opinion, it's the best. This is my hometown, so I've got to say it's the best. But it's no secret that fair foods are some of the most weird, interesting, unique, and kind of jaw-dropping foods that you can find anywhere in the world. It's all right here at the Minnesota State Fair. So in this video, I'm going to take you guys around the Minnesota State Fair, and I'm going to introduce you to some of the strangest, weirdest, and most odd culinary concoctions that can be found only here at the Minnesota State Fair. I'm Dave Kaufman, and this is Dave Kaufman Eats the World. So we got here right at about 11 o'clock in the morning. It's kind of a chilly, gray day out here. I don't remember ever being at the State Fair when it's this cool out. Not complaining, because usually it's 100 degrees. But being that it's morning, we're gonna start out our Minnesota State Fair food tour of the most strangest, weirdest, most unique foods you can find here. Right over there at the Blue Barn. They've got something brand new for 2024, and it is absolutely perfect for breakfast. So right here at the Blue Barn, we've got my nephew Jared. Oh my God, hello! Come sit and have some pancakes with me.
I am super allergic to this.
Oh, that's right.
But that's okay.
Because of the peanuts. All right, so you and I are gonna do some other foodie stuff, but first, I'm gonna do the foodie stuff on the breakfast bacon thingy here.
Okay.
All right, stand by.
Okay.
So right here we've got the PB bacon cakes. Here at the Blue Barn, this is thick cut bacon dipped in pancake batter, griddled and topped with peanut butter, whipped cream, grape jelly, and banana chips. This isn't just pancakes with bacon on the side, it is thick cut bacon in pancake batter, then griddled, and then topped with all of these goodies. So I'm just gonna take one of these bacon pancakes. I'm gonna take some whipped cream, I'm gonna take some jelly, I'm gonna get it all on there. All right, let's try this out. Yeah, so that is just as good as you expect it to be. The bacon is nice and crispy. I kind of expected that bacon to get kind of soggy with a pancake batter, and then when they put it on the grill, it doesn't. That bacon stays nice and crispy, the pancakes are nice and rich, and then when you add this whipped cream, it's really hard-packed whipped cream. It's not like it's from a can or anything. That is fresh-made whipped cream. The jelly is perfect. The bananas are awesome. All together, all of these flavors create one of the most amazing, unique, and let's face it, just downright weird breakfasts that you can find here at the State Fair. So now, having tried that whipped cream, now I know where the peanut butter is. The peanut butter is actually in the whipped cream. So they made this whipped cream peanut butter concoction to put on this, which is really ingenious and just adds to the uniqueness of this breakfast item here at the Blue Barn. This is pretty dang good. So if you've been watching my channel for a while, then you recognize my nephew Jared. He's the food reporter for the Pioneer Press. We did a hot dog tour of Minneapolis a while ago. I will put that link right over there. Maybe it goes over there, we don't know. But Jared, it is so fortuitous to run into you here. It's not like we planned this by texting for the past hour or anything like that. We just spontaneously ran into each other. You have tried out a lot of the strange foods that are found here at the Minnesota State Fair. What have you found that is the most oddest, the weirdest, the most strangest food here?
Oh man. One stand this year has deep fried ranch dressing.
Deep fried ranch dressing. I've heard about this. It's a new item for
It's a new item. It makes me a little nervous.
2024. We're gonna head over. We're gonna find deep fried ranch dressing. It doesn't sound very appetizing.
I know, it could be good though.
Deep fried salad dressing. Let's find out.
It might work.
It might, but we're gonna find out. We're heading over there now. All right, so we have arrived here at Lulu's Public House. We have been waiting in line for at least 7 to 8 hours by now. We got here yesterday before the fair even started and started waiting in line. I slept standing up in this line.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact. All of that is true, 100% true. All right, so now we are 4 people away from our deep fried ranch. Deep fried ranch, please.
Can I get a ranch?
Look at that, they already have it all prepared, waiting for us right over there. I hope. Oh, there it is, look at that. All right, thank you. So right here, we have a brand new item, like I mentioned, for 2024. This is deep fried ranch. Looks pretty interesting. I mean, it kind of looks like deep fried wontons almost, right?
Yeah.
And then, what is this sauce here, would you say?
I think it said it was like some sort of hot honey. I think they like Crybaby Craig's, which is a local hot sauce brand. Mixed it with some honey, a little spice, a little sweetness. Could be good.
Let's try this out.
All right, I think I'm gonna do no honey.
All right, so I'm gonna do the honey. You're gonna do no honey.
I'm gonna go bear.
All right, let's try this out.
Cheers.
Ting! I got some honey on yours, so you did actually dip. All right, let's try this out. Oh my God, that's really good. This is delicious. How is this delicious? It is literally deep fried salad dressing, but it's not really. I mean, this is ranch dressing filling made with ranch seasoning, buttermilk, and cream cheese in a panko shell, deep fried and dusted with ranch powder. So you just don't think this is gonna work, but
It's got that like herby, garlicky, oniony ranch dressing kind of quality, but it doesn't taste like you're eating salad dressing at all.
not at all. And
No.
there's kind of a little bit of spicy aftertaste to
Yeah.
it. This is one weird, unique food that I was really skeptical about, but this is absolutely one of the most delicious things I've ever had at the fair.
Oh yeah, like if it were like a hot day at the fair, I could like crush this in like a beer or something like that.
100%.
That sounds great.
100%.
I'd want to eat more of this.
Well, we have 4, so you get 1 and I'll get 3, and that's the way.
That's fair. That's the way uncles and nephews' relationship should work.
I
If
couldn't have
there's one
said
thing
that
I've
better
learned
myself.
in my life, you know?
That's true. That's true. I have coached you from the time that you were born. You get 1, I get 3.
That's right.
And now here we are, all these years later. You get 1, I get 3. All right, so now that we've tried another very weird yet delicious food here at the Minnesota State Fair for 2024, you have to get out of here because you have a newspaper article to write that's going to come out in the Pioneer Press. Tell everybody where they can read it.
That's right, twincities.com, baby. We're reviewing all the new foods today.
All right, so I'm going to take
All right.
my 3, you're going to take your 1.
That's right.
We're going to say goodbye to Jared, and I am going to go out there and find just a couple more of the most unique and weirdest foods that you can find here at the fair. This is awesome.
I know.
I mean, just awesome.
Yeah. This is like a sleeper hit.
Totally a sleeper hit. Here's the Harris Walls Pavilion here at the State Fair. Look at all those AI people. All right, so I'm here to get the sweet corn cola float, please. How's it going? Corn float, please.
All right.
All right, so we start with the corn ice cream.
And there's slushy, cola slushy below too.
All right, so we got cola slushy, sweet corn ice cream,
With some sweet corn and Pepsi mix, cola.
and then some whipped cream.
These are little Pop Rocks, if
Pop
they'll come off my
Rocks.
spoon. And then last but not least, this little nugget of caramel on top.
Nugget of caramel on top. That looks so amazing.
There you go.
Yoink. Thank you very much.
Yep.
So if you remember the video from last year, it was here that we tried the sweet corn ice cream, and it was absolutely amazing. This year, they've made it in to a cola float. So I'm gonna try this out. I'm gonna suck bigly through here, grab some of that cola, then I'm moving in for the spoon. We're gonna try some of that sweet corn ice cream. Here we go. Okay. These are such conflicting flavors going on at the same time. We've got that cola icy plus the cola with an aftertaste of sweet corn. And you'd think that sweet corn ice cream and a cola float wouldn't work. This absolutely works. This is one of the most unique flavors I have ever tried out. We're gonna try out a big spoonful with that cola, the sweet corn ice cream, the whipped cream, and those popping rocks. Here we go. Oh, wow. Oh, there go the Pop Rocks. So that sweet flavor of the sweet corn mixed with the sweet flavor of the soda. And then afterwards, you get all these popping rocks going on. So it's not just the flavors that are complementing this, it's actually fun to eat. You actually kind of have fireworks going off in your mouth after you try this. But I'm just a sucker for caramel. We're gonna try this out with some ice cream, some of those Pop Rocks on that whipped cream, and I'm gonna just do that big piece of caramel all in one shot. Here we go. Wow. Oh man, I'm telling you, this is what fair food is all about. That caramel, they say it's frozen. It's not. I expected it to be frozen solid, but it's not. It's nice and chewy, nice and delicious. All of these flavors, sweet corn, cola, caramel, whipped cream, and again, fireworks going off in your mouth when you're finished with those Pop Rocks. This is about as unique and, well, action-packed as fair food gets. This is a really weird drink combination, but it all works, and it all works so well. Toe rings? What is that, like onion rings? It's a bit disturbing. So next up on our list of the most strangest, unique, and well, downright weirdest food that you can find here at the Minnesota State Fair is right over here at Rick's Pizza. This is the place that you are going to find one of maybe perhaps the most famously strange foods that you can find here at the Minnesota State Fair, and that's Rick's Pickle Pizza. And as you can see, the line is wrapped around the block to get a slice of this pickle pizza. Somebody told me that the wait in line is about 45 minutes just to get a slice of this pickle pizza. And this pickle pizza isn't just a regular pizza with a couple of pickle slices on it. It's a hand-tossed crust with a creamy dill sauce instead of marinara sauce, loads of mozzarella cheese, dill pickles, and a sprinkling of dill on top. And after a 40-minute wait, as I get closer to my turn to try out Rick's Pickle Pizza, I can see through the window that this pizza looks, well, yeah, downright strange. And here it is, what could be the most famous weird food here at the Minnesota State Fair, Rick's Pickle Pizza. This is my first time having this pickle pizza. Never tried it before. That's why it's my first time doing it. But this is pizza that is not made traditionally. It doesn't have a red sauce or a marinara sauce and then cheese and then toppings. There's actually a creamy dill sauce instead of the marinara sauce, and then it's loaded with these dill pickles and then a sprinkling of dill on top of the pizza. All right, here we go. Let's try this out. Oh, wow. So let me just preface with this. I'm not a big pickle guy. I've never really liked pickles. When I was a kid, if there was a pickle on my hamburger or whatever, I'd pick it off, flick it against the wall. I didn't want pickles anywhere near my food. As I got a bit older, I started to warm up to pickles. Still not a big fan of pickles, but having said that, this may be one of the most unique and delicious pizzas I've ever had. In fact, you might even say that it's delicious. Delish. I'm sorry, I'm so very sorry. But I would expect this to be very briny and very kind of sour, and it's not. The mozzarella cheese and that cream sauce really complements that brininess of the pickles. And the crust is hand-tossed. It's like really warm, delicious bread. It's nice and chewy, and it creates this really unique flavor sensation that you're not gonna find anywhere else other than on a pickle pizza. All right, so our next weird food that we're gonna try out is right here at the Hamlin Diner, the oldest restaurant, eatery, food supplier here at the fair. They've been here since 1897, and it's here that we're gonna find what could be the most uniquely Minnesota sandwich you can find here at the fair. So these are called soda sliders, and they're wild rice meatballs formed into patties, paired with dill Havarti cheese and a red relish of beets, red onions, red peppers, lingonberries, and cranberries served on true brioche buns. And I know all that not just from looking at it, but you know, I read it off the State Fair app. But these guys are a little bit small. They don't really look like they did in the photo that kind of lured me into trying these. So if you have never visited Minnesota before and have never had wild rice, you are really missing out. It is our state grain, I think. Pretty sure it is. But where certain states have certain culinary claim to fames, like Florida has key lime pie, we have wild rice. And we have adopted the lingonberry. It's a berry that you can find from Sweden. Go to any IKEA, they have it. but it is one of the most tasty, sweet, and tart berries that you can find. That mixed with this wild rice meatball sandwich, I'm expecting good things for this. We're gonna try this out. Okay, so after taking my first bite, sadly to say, this is not a hit, and I really wanted it to be. The meatballs aren't very flavorful at all. You can barely taste that wild rice. The cranberry and lingonberry jelly is very tart, very overpowering. It's not complimentary to the meat and wild rice. And the cheese is just kind of there. Wow, I really wanted to enjoy these. This is a really rare miss. I really like wild rice, but there's just not much to this, and there's not much flavor to it. Whereas all the other things that we've been trying at the fair just kind of wow me. This unfortunately doesn't. The whole combination seemed like it would be a really huge taste sensation, but it is sadly not. This is a really big miss. Hey, buddy who's sharing my bench here, do you want, now that I gave this a bad review, do you want this? Behind me is a stand that I just have walked by 100 times and completely ignored because, well, veggie. But they've got something here that is unique and a little bit strange. Here they have cherry bombs. $5 each, we're going for it. All right, so they take licorice, they poke toothpicks through it, they put it in batter, and then they put that in the deep fryer. And when it's nice and golden brown, you've got a cherry bomb. Little bite-sized nuggets of deep-fried licoricey goodness. Cherry bombs. All right, so we've got our cherry bombs, another unique food that can be found here. I don't know what to expect. We're just gonna dig in and try these out. So if you think about like leaving a bag of licorice in your car, it gets nice and hot, soft and chewy. Take those, put it in batter, deep fry it, put powdered sugar on top of it. You've got one tasty treat. There's something about deep frying these that kind of makes that cherry flavor and that licorice just kind of come to life. I mean, even if you take the licorice right out of the bag and eat it, it won't have this kind of flavor. It's very strange what happens when you deep fry something. Deep frying something makes everything better. These are a hit. These are absolutely amazing. The gas station where they serve not corn dogs, but Minnesota corn dogs. And what a Minnesota corn dog is it's blueberries, apple, wild rice, maple with a little cayenne pepper in the sausage, then made into a corn dog. You can't get more Minnesotan than that, except maybe not the cayenne pepper. So this bad boy is the Minnesota corn dog. It's a lot bigger than I expected. Usually, corn dogs are made with hot dogs. This has a bratwurst in it that's made out of blueberries and I don't remember what else. I said it earlier, but pretty straightforward, but it comes with a twist. It's also served with a side of maple syrup that you dip this into. This is the most unique corn dog concoction I may have ever tried. We are gonna take our maple syrup, give it a dunk, and give it a try. That is amazing. And I mean downright amazing. You never in a million years think to dunk your corn dog in maple syrup, but doing that kind of turns this into almost like a breakfast corn dog. That maple syrup flavor, hitting that corn dog batter, hitting this sausage with all those goodies in it. The sausage isn't very big, but it doesn't have to be, because where it lacks in size, it certainly makes up for flavor. This is so uniquely Minnesotan that I want to get my fishing boat, go fishing for walleye, listen to the loons call while eating this, thinking about where I'm going to put my Frame Tim Walls poster when I get home. This is beyond a massive hit. This is like a mega Minnesota hit. So guys, that's the end of our day here at the Minnesota State Fair. You know, fair foods in general, but particularly here at the Minnesota State Fair, you can find some foods like this that you will not find at any other fair. Guys, if you're hungry for more, check out that video right there. If you're starving for more, check out that playlist right there. Cheese curds. I haven't gotten cheese curds yet. Okay, apparently my day isn't over. I gotta go get cheese curds.